Hello students, welcome in our English lecture. Today we are going to learn from the English unit number 7.2 a poem When I Set Out for Leonis. Student, this poem is written by the Thomas Hardy. So first of all, we will take the introduction about this poet. Thomas Hardy was an English novelist and poet. He is born on 2nd June 1840 and he died on the 11th January 1928. A Victorian realist in the tradition of George Eliot, he was influenced both in his novels and in his poetry by Romanticism, including the poetry of William Wordsworth. He was highly critical of much in Victorian society, especially on the declining status of rural people in Britain, such as those from his native southwest England. While Hardy wrote poetry throughout his life and regarded himself primarily as a poet, his first collection was not published until 1898. Entitled He Gained Fame, means famous as the author of novels such as Far from the Madding Crowd in the 1874, The Mayor of the Castle Bridge in 1886, Taste of the Unprivileged in 1891 and The Jude of Oxford in the 1895. During his lifetime, Hardy's poetry was acclaimed by younger poets, particularly the Georgians, who viewed him as the mentor. After his death, his poems were lauded by Ezra Pound, W. H. Auden, and Philip Larkin. Many of his novels concern tragic characters struggling against their passions and social circumstances, and they are set in the semi-fictional region of Wessex. Entitled based on the medieval Anglo-Saxon kingdom, Hardy's Wessex eventually came to include the counties of Dorset, Leicestershire, Somerset, Devon, Hampshire and much of Berkshire. In southwest and south central England, two of his novels, Taste of the Unprivileged and Far from the Madding Crowd, were listed in the top 15 on the BBC's survey, The Big Read. So, I hope students you understood the introduction about the poet Thomas Hardy. Now, first of all, we will turn towards the reading of the poem and new words, and then we will see the explanation. So, in the first stanza, that poet says, When I set out for Leonis, 100 miles away, the rime was on the spray, and the starlight light my lonesomeness. When I set out for Leonis, 100 miles away. So, in this first stanza, that words are Leonis, it is a mythical birthplace of the Sir Tristram in the England and believed to have been submerged by the sea. Here an imaginary place, मतलब लियोनिस जो है वो imaginary place है. Then rime means forced and the spray means leaves and branches of the trees falling. In the second stanza, he says that what would be chance at Leonis while I should sojourn there? No prophet durst declare, nor did the wisest wizard guess. What would be chance at Leonis while I should sojourn there? So here in the next stanza that new words are came. Bechance means happen or chance to happen. Sojourn means stay there. Prophet means priest. Drust means declare. And the wizard means the magician. Now what he says in the third stanza? When I came back from the Leonis with magic in my eyes and marked with mute surmise, my radiance are and rare, faithless. When I came back from the Leonis with magic in my eyes. So in third stanza, he explained these things. So here is the reading of this poem is completed. Now we will turn towards the introduction as well as the explanation of this poem. In the last we will see the conclusion of this poem. So in the introduction, Thomas Hardy once visited of Paris to supervise the restoration of a church. On his return, people noticed two things about him. So there was a new glow in his eyes, and there was also piece of paper peeping out of his coat pocket. So this paper had the draft of the present poem. मीन्स थॉमस हार्डी वहाँ पर जाने के बाद उनको कुछ एक ऐसे एक्सपीरियंस आए थे जो उनकी आंखों में चमक दिखा रहे थे और उनकी पॉकेट से जो पेपर निकला हुआ था वो उन्होंने लिखी हुई यहाँ पे ये पोएम है. So let's see, we will see the explanation. So when I set out for the Leonis is a poem about a young novice architect which is the poet. One day his work takes him to a parish. The church is being restored, so the poet is the one who has to supervise the procedure. The poem tells us about the experiences which he goes through during this process. Further, it states that after his return, something inside him changes. It is not just the poet who can notice this, but everyone around him. People start noticing new glow in his eyes now. Moreover, another change was a piece of paper that is sticking out of his pocket. The paper contains the draft of a poem. Thus, it tells us how a single visit brings so many changes in the poet's life. He feels that it is a new experience for him and he has never felt like this before. Means here he shared his experience. So the poem is written by the Thomas Hardy and it is revolves around the visit to Paris. As the poet is trainee architect, he goes to supervise the restoration of a church. So little does he know that he is in for a life-changing experience. उनकी लाइफ के बारे में जो उन्हें चेंज एक्सपीरियंस मिला वो उन्होंने यहाँ पे कंपेयर किया हुआ है. So the poet leaves for the parish on a cold evening. It was around 100 miles away, and the strawberry was all covered in frost. It was a lonely path, and the stars were his only company. Moreover, they help in guiding him the way. Means students, in our life also that same things are happening. Sometimes we are going some destination alone. There is no one with us. So here also when he went to Paris, so that time what happened? That experience he shared. So, in order to observe the whole process, the poet stays at the parish for a little while. वहाँ पे वो रह गए कुछ दिनों के लिए. The poet is not aware at all that he is going to have life-changing experience at the parish. However, during that short period of time, he noticed some changes happening. These are inner changes which he is not expecting at all. So, the poet is not prepared for all this, and he feels that he cannot guess even for the slightest minute that he will be experiencing all these. मतलब उनको एक मिनट के लिए भी नहीं लगा था कि उनकी लाइफ में ऐसे भी कुछ एक्सपीरियंसेस आ सकते हैं कि जिनके बारे में उन्होंने कभी भी सोचा नहीं था. Moreover, he even says that not even a prophet or wizard could have predicted these changes. मतलब उनका मानना ऐसे है कि हमारे लाइफ में कोई प्रोफेट या कोई मैजिशियन भी नहीं सोच सकता है. So when he returns from his work trip, he feels changed. There is a new glow in his eyes which everyone else can notice as well. तो वहाँ से आने के बाद उनके आँखों की जो चमक थी वो बदल चुकी थी. So this is the surprising part, because while the poet can feel the changes within, everyone can see them too. They feel like he has a redirecting positively about him now. वो बहुत अब पॉजिटिव सोचने लगे थे. Thus the poet gives credit to his visit to the parish for bringing the magical glow in his eyes. All in all, we see how the poet goes through a major change in his life when he was least expecting it. And thus, it is true that miracles do happen, moreover, no one can predict their happening. So, here in the conclusion of this poem, that poet is saying, the poem is very insightful piece of work that tells us how things happen to us when we least expect them, and that no matter what we plan, there is another plan for us by God which no one can predict. मतलब हम हमारी लाइफ में हमारा सभी टाइम टेबल बना सकते हैं, लेकिन ऑन द स्पॉट हमारे साथ कुछ एक ऐसी घटनाएं होती है कि जिसका हमारे लाइफ पर क्या होता है, असर हो जाता है. समटाइम्स इट इज़ इन द पॉजिटिव मैनर एंड समटाइम्स इट इज़ इन द निगेटिव मैनर. मीन्स गॉड विच नो वन कैन प्रेडिक्ट, इस भगवान को कोई भी नहीं समझ सकता. सो आई होप स्टूडेंट्स यू अंडरस्टूड अबाउट द पोएम and you will apply that in your life also, how to behave and how to face our life. Thank you. Happy learning, students.